Hello students, today you have to learn chapter number 2 microorganisms friend and foe. So first of all understand the meaning of this chapter. Microorganisms means the living organism around us which we normally cannot see, right? So with unaided eyes we cannot able to see these organisms. That organisms are microorganisms or microbes, so that are friend as well as they are our enemy. Most of you know, whenever you heard the word microorganism, first thing that click in your mind, that is foe means enemy. So microorganisms are our enemies only because they harm us, right? So that concept you have in your mind, that microorganisms are our enemies only because they are harming us. But in this chapter you will learn that how microorganisms are helpful to us, and when someone is helpful to us, what we can say about that they are our friend. So microorganisms are all considered as friend to living organisms, right? So this you will learn in this chapter. First of all, we will focus on introduction of the chapter, and that says that the microorganism or microbes are so small in size that they cannot be seen with unaided eye. Unaided eye means what we can say, that we are not using any magnifying lens, right, microscope, right, any lens, right? We are not using any lens, right? So without use of lens we cannot able to see any organism that are microorganism. Some of this, such as the fungus that grows on bread, right? You might have seen during this rainy season, right, when bread is kept in the packet, closed packet, for more than 3 to 4 days, right? So grayish white patches are observed on bread. So that is nothing but that is fungus, and that can be seen with the help of magnifying glass, right? Other cannot be seen without the help of microscope. Means fungus that can be seen with the help of magnifying glass, but other microorganisms are so small, so tiny, that cannot be seen without microscope. So microscope is required. That is why these are called microorganisms or microbes. Microorganisms are classified into four major groups, and that four major groups are bacteria, fungi, protozoa, and some algae. Okay, we will discuss about one more type of microorganism, virus also. Okay, but before discussing about that microorganisms, four major type of microorganisms, what you have to learn, you will see this activity. Actually you can perform this activity. Okay, once school will reopen, then we will perform this activity. Collect some moist soil from the field in a beaker and add water to it. Okay, beaker, and in that you need to add water. Stir that water. Once soil particles have settled down, observe a drop of water from the beaker under a microscope. What do you see? Means simply one drop from that beaker you need to take, and that drop you need to observe under microscope, and you need to record your observation. See, one more activity is there. Afterwards we will discuss the conclusion, that what is observed under the slide or under the microscope. Take a few drops of water from a pond, spread on a glass slide, and observe through a microscope. Now water from pond you need to take collect, and from that also you need to take one drop of water, and you have to observe that drop of water under microscope. Now you have to record your observation. Do you find tiny organisms moving around in that slide? Yes, of course, you will find that tiny microorganisms are moving, right? So those small, your observations are like this, those small things you observe through the microscope, are called microorganisms. Some of the pictorial examples are given in this next slides or next session. Okay. So first of all, we will discuss about bacteria. See the pictures. Many types of bacteria are there. Here I am showing you two main types of or shape of bacteria. Okay, but that is not the case that only this two type of bacteria is found, right? Many different types of bacteria are there. Spiral bacteria, right? Like spring like shape they have, so the name is given spiral bacteria. See other type of bacteria, that is rod shaped bacteria, and simply you can imagine why the name is given to this bacteria, right? Rod like shape is there, therefore these are rod shaped bacteria. Okay, or what we can say that bacteria are generally harmful to us. Why we can say harmful? They causes disease like typhoid, tuberculosis, right? This all are bacterial diseases. Okay, in some way bacteria are useful to us also, that we will discuss afterwards. Now next type of microorganism, this are algae. So examples are there, that is chlamydomonas, spirogyra. Okay, so see the picture carefully. Algae in Gujarati you all called leel, right? And you know the place where this algae is found, right? Leel. Where you observe this leel? Where you observe this algae? Where you found the stagnant water. Stagnant water मतलब ठहरा हुआ पानी, बहुत दिन तक ठहरा हुआ पानी किस जगह पे रहता है तो उसके सरफेस पे क्या आ जाती है, लील आ जाती है. तो that is nothing but that is algae, and that is green in color. Okay, so here two types of algae are shown in the picture. Okay, next these are what we can see, that these are type of protozoa. Here heading paramecium is given. No, paramecium no. This is a type of protozoas. Amoeba and paramecium is nothing but these are two different protozoans. Okay, protozoa, type of microorganisms. Same way I can say that many microorganisms are there. Here I have protozoans are there. Here only two pictures I have given to you. So one is amoeba, right? Amoeba is having irregular shape. This we have discussed in chapter number 8 about amoeba. Next protozoan is paramecium. See the shape of paramecium is nothing but that is sleeper shape. Okay, and tiny hair like structure surrounds the paramecium. So these are nothing but what you can say, cilia. Long hair like structure, then flagella, but you can see here short hair like structure surrounds the paramecium, and these are nothing but cilia. And why they have cilia? With the help of cilia, what we can see that paramecium can move from one place to another place. So for locomotion, for movement, this cilia helps the paramecium. Okay, and these are type of protozoa. Okay, type of microorganism it is, that is protozoa. Okay, amoeba and paramecium. Next is a fungi. Okay, so bread mold, penicillin, then aspergillus. These are nothing but these are type of fungi. See, one thing I have left to discuss with you, that is disease caused by protozoa like dysentery, malaria are the diseases caused by protozoa. Okay, these are fungi as we have discussed. Okay, in detail we will discuss afterwards. Now these are types of virus, right? Viruses are also what we can say that microscopic but different from other microorganism, right? And why we can say that these viruses are different from other microorganism? Because these viruses reproduce only inside the cells of the host organism, which may be bacterium, plant or animal. Now little bit complicated. Viruses depends on host organism. So host organism means what? Host organism means what we can say that this virus, for their survival, right, they required many things. So food or any other nutritional requirements that they take from other organism, then that other organisms is called as host. So in simple language, if I want to explain you, then I can tell you like that when guests come to your house, then you serve them tea, coffee, or some snacks, right, that you offer. So you become an host for them as you are offering them, right, all the things, all the requirements they want, right. So whatever they want, you are serving them, you are giving them. So you are considered as an host. So same way viruses, right, for their requirement, for their survival, the requirement that they have, right, so that all thing they take from other organism. That other organism can be plant body, right, that can be animal body, or that can be bacterial body. Okay, so how they take nutrient or nutritions from other organism? So they can found inside, they can live inside that organism and take food from them, right, or they may stick to their body, right. So from outside they attack that other organism and take nutrients from that organism and survive. So that particular organism, that plant body, animal body, or bacteria, that is considered as an host. Okay. सो वायरसेस जो है वो खुद अपना खाना नहीं बनाएंगे, मतलब सरवाइव होने के लिए वो टोटली दूसरे पे डिपेंडेंट रहेंगे, और वो जो दूसरे ऑर्गेनिज्म पे डिपेंडेंट रहते हैं उसे कहते हैं होस्ट. Okay, now next about virus only. Common alignments like cold, influenza, flu means the diseases caused by viruses I'm talking about, like cold, influenza. Influenza is nothing but flu, bukhar, right, and most cough, जो हमें सर्दी के टाइम पे कफ होता है वो, are caused by viruses. Serious diseases like polio and chickenpox are also caused by viruses. Okay,